today, so we're actually going to shoot my turkey gun. I actually have several guns, 12 and 20 gauges today. This is well before turkey season. We're still in March, and this is something I recommend everybody to do, is to actually take your gun, your choke, and your shells that you're going to use out here, pattern it, make sure everything's shooting straight, make sure you've got a good pattern before you ever go into the woods. Take it seriously. I had some bad experiences early in my turkey hunting career, missing turkeys just because I did not take the time to pattern my guns and such. So I've kind of went a little overboard today just for video purposes. I'm calling this the turkey ammo bonanza. I've got some heavy hitters lined up here on the table, and we're going to put some of these against each other head to head. I've got a Benelli. This is my Mossberg 535. I've gotten several questions about my setup. This is an Indian Creek 660 constriction on the Mossberg 535, topped with a Burris Fast Fire 3. So we're going to shoot at several different ranges, probably pair off some of these ammo just to see how they do against each other at different ranges. So y'all stay tuned. That is absolutely perfect from 20 yards. Next one we're going to try is this Longbeard XR, the Magnum load, 3.5 inch number 6. This is 2 1/8 ounce, so that's a lot of shot. Regardless that it's a 3.5 inch shell, that's a lot of shot in here. So we'll see how that does. Guys, this right here is basically why Longbeard XR is so popular. For the price point you get these shells, okay? These shotgun shells right here are by far the cheapest on the table that we've got here today. Okay, now this is 20 yards. We're just getting started today, but you can already tell what an incredible pattern these are. For the price point, like I said, for the price point of these shells, these are hard to beat, guys. This is the Longbeard XR Magnum, which is just a super heavy loaded shell, 2 1/8 ounce of number 6. Popped a hole right there. I mean, my gun is dead on, so we're not going to have any issues this spring unless I do something. Here's the 3.5 inch standard number 6, 2 ounce, and then here's the 3 inch 1 3/4 ounce number 6. This did well too, but you can take your poison or pick your poison right there. That's pretty awesome. All right, guys, this next one I'm gonna test is the Federal 3rd degree. Okay, and a lot of people get this round right here a bad rap, okay, because, and I'm one of them guys that initially did not like the 3rd degree when I shot it. Here's what I'll say about 3rd degree so far. Now, this is the new 3rd degree. We'll talk about that in just a second, but different people have asked me different questions about, you know, my opinion about the 3rd degree shell. Here's what I have to say about it. If you're the guy that does not like to shoot or will not pull the trigger on a turkey any farther than 40 yards, okay, if you think 40 yards, that's as far as you want to go, and you really don't even like shooting that far, I understand you. This is a shell you might should look at, because from anywhere from point blank to 30, 35 yards, if you have it anywhere close to his head, you're going to kill him. It throws a great pattern inside, I'd say 35 yards and in. Anything past 35 yards, that 35 to 40, to me, my experience with it, it was already starting to get kind of a little sketchy. And I firmly believe, some people speculate, is because it was loaded improperly with the different shot sizes. It's a 5, 6, and 7 load, a duplex load. But what I believe was the problem was the flight control wad, and it was such a hard, a rigid wad. When it would come out your barrel, it wouldn't actually allow your choke tube to do its job the way it was supposed to do. So it kind of hindered you at any kind of long distance at all. You should never, in my experience, I would not advise shooting 3rd degree at any kind of long range. It did not perform, and it wasn't really designed to do that, to be honest. Now this is the new 3rd degree. They put an all new wad system in here, a flight control flex wad. Okay, so it's supposed to be more flexible. It's supposed to be, it's going to work with your choke tube a little bit better. So I'm anxious to test this today to see how the new 3rd degree compares with the old 3rd degree at close. And I'm going to reach on out there with this load here in just a second. We're going to see what this is all about. I'm not bad mouthing it. I'm just, because I've killed a turkey. I've had experience killing turkeys with this load, and it did a really, really good job. Like, you know, that 20 yard, where we're about to shoot this load right here, 20 yards, that is perfect for a federal 3rd degree. You're not going to miss that turkey if you're close to his head or neck area. You're going to get him, and it does a really, really good job at that. Okay, so I will say it does that well. Let's go ahead and test it, see how it compares with the new stuff. We'll go ahead and shoot a round of the old stuff real quick and see how it does. Wow. Here's what I'm talking about, guys. This is the 3-inch 3rd degree, the 5, 6, and 7 shot at 20 yards. Okay, now let me just compare that real quick to a 3-inch number 6 Longbeard XR. Okay, you can tell that's a pretty significant difference. All right, but I'm not saying, again, this is not a bad pattern, and there are guys who are actively seeking out a pattern just like this. Okay, a nice even spread at close range. 30 yards, it starts to spread out even more than this. Okay, you're still, this is clearly a dead turkey. There's nothing bad about this pattern. Okay, so I'm not trying to start any kind of argument or anything like that. I'm not saying which is better. I'm just showing you the difference between the two. Okay, this is a good pattern for close range. 20 to 30 yards is its prime shot. I mean, it's prime ideal range for 3rd degree. If you were to shoot it at 10 yards, it's still going to be, you know, somewhere around this range. It's just going to open up, and that's what it was designed to do, regardless of what choke tube you put in it, has been my experience. Okay, all right, now this is the new 3rd degree. Supposedly they have fixed the issue with the flight control wad. It's supposed to flex with your choke, so we're about to try that out. The exact same range. I've changed nothing, so we're ready to shoot. All right, there's a little bit of difference as far as kind of where the core pattern hit, kind of in the center of the head. It's a little bit better, I'd say, but nothing dramatic, I'd say. So honestly, Now the good part about this load is the new one, it's loaded with the very back of the shell has number 7 TSS in it. Okay, so that is a positive for it. So nothing's really changed my opinion though. That looks about what typical 3rd degree patterns look like, you know, kind of even, widespread. You still got the core pattern right there in the head. I mean, that's a great shot at 20 yards. I mean, that's going to be a great pattern. But in my opinion, that's my opinion on 3rd degree has not changed. It's still the same. There's the old 3rd degree. There's the new. Everything's still pretty much the same. All right, guys. Well, if you follow the Facebook forums and different websites on the internet, articles about turkey ammo and people arguing, the most arguments that I've seen on there have been between guys that shoot Magnum Blend and guys that shoot Longbeard XR. This is probably the ultimate rival to Longbeard XR. This is Magnum Blend. It's a duplex load. I've got the 5, 6, and 7 shot. This is a 3-inch shell, 2 ounces of shot total. And we're still at the same distance, 20 yards. And I'm going to compare this to make sure everything's fair, or as fair as I can possibly make it. We're going to compare this 3-inch shell to the 3-inch number 6 shot in the Longbeard XR. Now, this is a little heavier than lead. It's I believe it's 13 grains per cc, so lead's about 11.7, something like that. So it's a little bit heavier. People get kind of carried away about how heavy it is. Honestly, in the grand scheme of things, heavy shot is not that much heavier than lead, but it is heavier. Okay, so I hear some guys get kind of carried away about how heavy shot really is. It's not all that much heavier than lead. Okay, so, but it is heavier. We're going to try it out, see what happens at 20 yards, and here in just a minute we'll try them at 40. Whoa! All right, so head-to-head Longbeard XR and Magnum Blend from the exact same distance. Results are in, and let me tell you what, these are both very dead turkeys. Let me tell you that much. Magnum Blend, well, that's impressive. For a duplex load, it really does do really good. But honestly, these are actually very comparable. The Magnum Blend, for whatever reason, pulled just a touch to the left. I'll keep my eye on that, make sure I didn't do it. I'm fairly confident I didn't, because it was locked down in that Caldwell, the lead sled. But that's something to watch right there. You would want to shoot that again at like 40 and see if it's still pulling left. If it is, you'd need to adjust your sight, obviously. But head to head, I really can't call a winner, honestly. Maybe just a hair to the Longbeard XR as far as just that core pattern being right. My point of aim was somewhere right in here. So I mean, it's dead on. The Mag Blends did do really good though. That's a good pattern. All right, guys, the next one up is probably one of my all-time favorite shotgun shell for a 20 gauge. This is Federal Heavyweight. 1 5/8 ounce, a number 7 shot, 12 gauge 3-inch shell. We were talking about Magnum Blends a second ago being 13 grains per cc. This is 15. So it's pretty heavy until you would have to get TSS, like pure 18 grains per cc of TSS to beat this one. This was like I said, my favorite shell to shoot in a 20 gauge. But we're going to try it in the 12 gauge at 20 yards. All right, guys, so here's the 4 we've got in the test so far. We started with the Longbeard XR, did outstanding. And keep in mind, guys, I'm only entering the 3-inch Longbeard XR. I've got others right here that, I mean, just went above and beyond what the 3-inch shells did. So Longbeard XR is well represented at 20 yards. Magnum Blend did really well. Federal Heavyweight, that's pretty good. And the new Federal 3rd Degree, which also, these were all good clean, ethical turkey kills at 20 yards. We'd expect nothing less. But as of right now at 20 yards, I'm going with the Longbeard XR, strictly, if nothing else, just because of price point. You get 10 shells in that box for half of what you'd pay for these. Now, we'll see what happens at 40 yards. That'll be the ultimate test. Where these shells would pay for themselves is at 40 yards. That's what I'm looking for at 40 yards. At 40, I'm not looking for a pattern that completely just engulfs his head, because I'll never hit that turkey at that distance. Probably not. There's some who can. I'm not that great. This is exactly what I look for at 40 yards. His head is covered up in pellets all the way down his neck here, and I've got pellets, good coverage on both sides. So if he moves his head back or forward, anywhere he moves his head in there, he's going to be dead. He's in big trouble. The Magnum Blends 3-inch number 5, 6, and 7 duplex round. Up next, we're going to try a Longbeard XR number 6, the same distance. All right, so here's the Mag Blend on the left. Here's the Longbeard XR on the right. Both are 3-inch shells. This is a Longbeard XR number 6. It's a Mag Blend 5, 6, and 7 mixed load, and that's pretty amazing. Those are very good patterns, especially the Longbeard XR. That is crazy. I mean, it is broken his neck clean in half, absolutely filled his skull completely up full of shot. In that particular test and this gun, you got to tip your hat to the Longbeard XR on that. All right, and here's a side-by-side of Longbeard XR number 6 shot. The only difference being one on the left 3-inch shell, one on the right is a 3.5-inch shell. Okay, so there's your side-by-side. Both are dead turkeys, but the 3.5 in this gun, this particular setup with the Indian Creek and the Mossberg 535, I think in this particular instance the 3.5 will probably be what I shoot. The 3-inch, the plus being not quite as bad on the recoil. You just sacrifice a few more pellets. As you can see, there's a few holes in here, not bad. That's going to be a dead turkey. Either way he moves his head, same thing here. But this guy's just, the pattern's just a little bit better. This is the standard 3.5-inch number 6. I may shoot the Magnums here in just a second, but there's your side-by-side of the number 6 shot, 3 versus 3.5. All right, guys, last but not least, we're going to try the brand new Federal Heavyweight TSS. If I'm not mistaken, Federal is the first major manufacturer, ammo manufacturer, to actually produce heavyweight TSS. This is 18 grains per cc. That is ridiculous. It's a tungsten ore, number 9 shot, 3-inch shell. You're talking about a wall of shot coming out with number 9 shot. So let's see how it stacks up against some of the other ammo we've got here. See what happens. Whew, man. All right, guys, that's number 9 TSS at a little bit over 40 yards. So that's pretty impressive. Have a cloud of shot out there like that. Several in the head. That's a very dead turkey. And the thing about the number 9 shot, that's super heavy, dense number 9 shot, is it penetrates so well. I mean, you're not going to have any problem with penetration out at that distance and well beyond 40 yards. But only this time we're going to try the 3.5 inch TSS number 9s. Supposedly this would be your ultimate. I mean, if you were a long range turkey shooting enthusiast, this would be your go-to right here. 3.5 inch TSS loads. It's going to be a bad number. Alright guys, this is pretty impressive. This is 70 yards. I don't even necessarily condone shooting a turkey at 70 yards. I know the TSS can do it and even farther than that, but I've never attempted a shot at 70 yards, but with these kind of results, it lets me know I clearly I could if I wanted to. So this is the 3 inch TSS number 9s, 3.5s. I think the 3.5s was pretty impressive, honestly, with the way that looks. I mean, I could go on out to probably 80 and get a kill, so that's just insane. But just showing how far shotgun shell and load and choke tube and all of it as a whole has come, how far technology has come. This is 70 yards. That's pretty doggone impressive. That's crazy. That's just crazy. Guys, another important thing to keep in mind is the results from today can and in some cases will change from gun to gun, from choke to choke, from ammo to ammo. All the interchanges that you can make will affect these patterns. So these patterns will change depending upon the setup. So the whole goal of the video today is just to kind of show you the importance of getting out here and doing this, to know exactly what your weapon can do, what's its maximum effective range. If you can figure that out, you're ready to go. Now, like I said, these patterns will change. Like, you may have a completely different result than what I have. That's why it's important for you to go out there and do it. So that's just a really important thing to keep in mind. Well guys, that's going to do it for this week's video. Looks like we've got everything lined up, ready to roll this spring. If this was helpful to you in any way, give us a like on the video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.